I'm absolutely the most non-racist, non-prejudiced, non-judgmental person you'll ever meet. I mean, I'm literally not even Canadian originally. I immigrated myself. I'm an immigrant from Holland. I didn't speak a single word of English when I came to Canada. So for me to humiliate somebody about their religion or their language, or even I have black guys that will call me and ask me to call them the N-word. And I can't do it. I have a lot of respect for black people, right? I mean, why on earth am I going to take a black person like as a fantasy fetish on the phone or video, whatever the case, and call them the N-word? I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. But that is humiliation. So there's more to humiliation. There's also public humiliation. People that have fetishes that literally want to go in public, and they call it the ultimate humiliation, the ultimate submission. I have had several submissives who wanted to be put on a collar and leash. And there's videos on a couple of my different social media accounts where you see me walking these people in public on a dog leash. And they're dressed up. Oftentimes they want to be dressed up like in G-strings, or, you know, like a sissy, like a little sissy boy. So skirt, female clothes, and they'll crawl along the ground behind me, and I'm dressed up. I usually will wear a mask. So I go to places where there are no kids. There's, you know, it's pretty remote. Like, I figure if somebody really wants super public humiliation, yes, I can take them down to Granville Street on a Friday or Saturday night where it wouldn't be looked at as crazily, right? But that is the ultimate submission for public humiliation. And I have done other public humiliation too. But public, like where I'm taking somebody out, walking them downtown on a collar and leash. Again, the collar and leash thing is very popular. It is quite requested. But I'm going to, you know, I'm not going to just charge peanuts for that, because it's in my city. I have friends, I know people, and it's degrading somebody, you know, and bringing them down and talking shit to them. And it's a huge fetish. And it has become so huge that I would say probably 75% of my sessions now include humiliation as one of the fetishes in their request for connection. So if I'm doing a role play, they, for example, are into being a sissy, but they want to be humiliated for it. And I've come to the conclusion, and it's quite easy to see, is that society has put such a stigma around kinks, fetishes, and how weird it is and how crazy people are that are into it. And look at that fucking freak show and blah, blah, blah. You know, and this goes hand in hand with, you know, the trans community and gay communities still fighting for some type of, for acknowledgement that they're still people, normal people, that they're not weird and crazy. But at the same time, society still looks at somebody that's different, somebody that's doing something different, as weird, like they're a freak. Right? And so because these guys are into, my clients are into these different fetishes, they are ashamed. They are ashamed based on what society has drawn out to us and ingrained in most people's heads as what is normal and what is weird. Straight up weird. And so because they're doing something that is weird to society, they are ashamed. And it helps them justify the fact that they're doing it by being literally humiliated and degraded and talked shit to while they're engaging in their sexual desires. So that is why I am trying to move away somewhat from what I've been doing as a dominatrix, because I would rather be embracing people rather than making them feel like they're freaks and talking shit to them and calling them names because they're doing these things. Because quite frankly, I think there's a lot more people out there doing all this stuff than you have any idea about. I have an idea because I get the phone calls all day long. I have a list of the clients in my phone that have engaged in these types of activities. And it goes from, you know, your local plumber or school teacher right up to lawyers and politicians. There are a lot of people engaging in kinks and fetishes, and they're hiding them because they're embarrassed. So that is what humiliation and the humiliation fetish entails. is being degraded, talked down to, and laughed at, literally, mocked,